What is up, everybody? How are you doing? Today will be my first long form video, and I'm going to be comparing the Leatherman Wave and their Leatherman Rebar. I've had the Rebar for about a week, maybe a little less, but I do have some strong opinions on both tools. In this video, I'll be going over the tools, the capabilities, and the positives and negatives of each one that are factual, and then I will be also sharing my opinion on what I think the positives and negatives are. Alright, to start everything off, we're going to be looking at the similarities between the two. The pliers are pretty dang similar on these. They both open the same amount. I would say the Rebar might have a little bit more width. They both have replaceable wire cutters. They both have a crimping tool down at the bottom below the actual pliers. Leatherman claims to have two different types of pliers right here, the regular and then the needle nose. The Rebar has more of a square shape on the plier. The Wave is more rounded, so depending on what you do, you might like this one better. I've heard some people say that they prefer it. Alright, starting off, we're going to do some specifications of the two, but before we get started, I want to let you know that on the left side it's going to be the Leatherman Rebar. On the right it will be the Wave Plus this entire video, so you don't get confused. On the Leatherman Rebar, it weighs 6.7 ounces, so it does come in lighter than the Wave Plus, which is at 8.5. It is pretty noticeable difference. This is about half a pound, this is about a third of a pound. You do feel the difference, but I will say the ability for the Wave Plus to have this clip makes it feel a lot lighter when it's in your pocket. This does not have that option, and I definitely don't love that. But yeah, just showing the carry profile here, the Rebar is a bit smaller. The tools do not come out on the outside at all. That is a big difference between these two. This has all the blades on the outside, the file, the saw. So if that's important to you, like accessing that blade, even this file right here, it's a very big selling point of this one. Alright, and then the carry profile of the two. The Leatherman Rebar is a bit smaller. I mean, it weighs less, but you do notice in your pocket more because you can't put a pocket clip on it. It's just that simple. This one is a little bit bigger, it's a bit heavier, but I notice this one less when it's in my pocket than this one, because this can slide out if you're sitting down. This one will just stay in your pocket the whole time. And they do use the same steel on both tools. The blade steel, I believe, is 420HC, and then the handle material is 440C, just stainless steel on both. So they're both tough. All right, and going over some of the features on here, they both have locking tools. All of the tools on both of these lock, which is very nice. The Leatherman Wave has some liner locks for the outside tools and the blades. For the Rebar, yeah, no, it just has these push locks. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but they definitely do a good job. But these liner locks are super easy to use. They both have a lanyard ring. I actually don't have mine for the Wave Plus, but I'm assuming you would kind of put it in the same spot as this clip. And this clip is aftermarket, by the way. I believe if you buy one of these brand new, it might come with a clip. I'm not completely sure, but I did get this on Amazon, and I actually got the Wave at a pawn shop, so I don't have that full brand new experience with that one. And the Rebar has this lanyard ring. I personally don't see any, I mean, I see why you would like it. I see how you could like it, but I don't have any use for it. So that's kind of a wasted spot on this little tool belt thing. Alright, and I guess I'm just going to get into the main complaint I have with the Rebar, and that is really just the stiffness of it. This hasn't been used too much. I mean, it's less than a week old, but I mean, I'll try opening it with one hand right here. And it doesn't say that you should do this on the website at all, you know? It's not supposed to be one hand operated, but it is tough. It's tight. It's actually gotten looser since I first opened it. This feels fine, it's not tight, but let's say you're just trying to get this blade out. I mean, it's got some resistance behind it. I don't find that to be useful or something I would want. Like this right here, I mean, it really takes some effort to get that thing out. And all these tools right here, it's not too bad, but when I'm out in the field working, I just don't particularly like that. And with this Wave Plus, I mean, it is just a breeze. Like, I'll just do it one-handed. Once again, this isn't typically how I would open it, but that's so much easier. And I have had this for a while, and it wasn't brand new when I got it, so that could play a part. But it's so much smoother. And watch me put the rebar back into place. It really just, it's not too bad, but it is something that I notice, and this one just feels a lot nicer to me. All right, and I just want to mention the price difference real quick. This one from the Leatherman website is $79.95. I'm sure you can find it cheaper, as I did. I got this for $60 at Lowe's, which is a good deal. But honestly, it didn't make me appreciate it anymore, which is a little weird to say, but I was just hoping it would be smoother. That's the main reason. And I got this at a pawn shop for, I believe, $75, which is a steal for sure, because it usually comes in at $120. But whenever I did get it, these scissors were broken. See the handle? Yeah, so they're pretty much unusable. I mean, it just kind of hurts. You have to dig your finger in there to make it work. And recently I broke that off. So, at no fault of Leatherman, I was doing some pretty tough tasks with this, and for the scissors, I believe the guy, I actually saw him break it, but he was putting it in like this, like that, and it just broke the handle off, and he gave me a discount on it because of that. I was like, okay, I don't use scissors too much anyways, so yeah. Now I want to go over the blades. First, on the rebar, we have the normal drop point blade, no serrations. We have the file with a cross pattern and then a just lined pattern. So two different textures on there, and there is also a file on the bottom. We also get a serrated, what's that, like a sheep's foot style. Pretty nice, I like that. While I don't use serrated too much, I don't have too much of a need for it. Regular blades get me through the day pretty well. And then we have a saw. This saw, it's definitely different than the one on the Wave Plus. All of the blades on here are a bit different than the Wave Plus, but it definitely works. And then for the Wave Plus, we have a serrated blade. That is a, I guess that's a Warncliffe. I would not call that a Tonto, so that's a Warncliffe style. We have a file, which has a diamond coated file, and also the cross pattern style, and then it does have the file on the bottom. Next, we've got a saw. Very nice. And then the last blade is just the straight blade. Another drop point, I would say. It's very nice. It's held its edge very well. I don't use it too much because I carry a main blade. But yeah, it's very nice. And the ability to access all these tools with one hand from the outside is a very big selling point for me. So personally, I prefer this one in that aspect. I'll show you them next to each other. But yeah, usually I wouldn't have all of these blades out at once, but it is kind of a challenge to put these back in, honestly. It's really a safety thing with how hard it is to put them in and out. It's I mean, I've been using this for less than a week, like I said, but whenever I pull these things out, I kind of feel like I'm gonna cut myself. And these, like, I can just do it with my thumb. Push in, push in, push in, push in. It's that easy. Alrighty, and now for all of the tools. We'll start with the rebar again. Has a can opener, bottle opener, and a wire stripper combo tool. A 3D Phillips head, which I will admit is very nice. I love the long reach of it. It's just nice. It's a little bit better than the bit driver in my opinion, which I don't use that often because I do need one like this. This would be very nice to use. Let's see, we've got a reamer and all. You can also just use this to punch into softer materials, a medium flathead, a large flathead, and the lanyard ring right here. The lanyard ring is the only tool that doesn't actually lock. It's just completely free moving, besides how stiff it is. For the Leatherman Wave, starting off with a medium screwdriver or flathead, which again I broke. I wasn't really screwing anything, I was more doing some prying with it, but yeah. We have the small bit driver, which comes with a, not sure if you'll be able to see this, but a flathead and a Phillips head. Let's just say those are for glasses or poking around in something, kind of like just a metal pick is what I use that more for than actually screwing anything. The last tool on this side is the scissors, but like I said, mine are broken and I don't use them. I know they're pretty good, like you can definitely cut through some stuff with this. You're supposed to have a handle on here, but like I said, mine are broken and I don't get to use them that often, so put that away. On this side, we have the bottle opener, can opener, and wire stripper combo tool, which I do use quite a bit for cans, bottles, not for wire stripping though. And then we have a bit driver, the large bit driver, which I do find it could be useful. I don't have any extra bits than this one. I'm not sure if they have Torx bits, you know, like for your knife and stuff, taking that apart, but this is super cool, I will say. It's not very useful for me. Like I said, I prefer that longer 3D screwdriver over that, but it's awesome. I love their innovation with those flat just bits. Super cool to me. Alrighty, and here are all of the tools on the Wave Plus and Rebar, just sat out next to each other. I'll just run over them real quick. Bottle opener, can opener, Phillips head, screwdriver, reamer all, pry bar, but don't go too crazy on it. Can opener, bottle opener, wire stripper, large bit driver. Not a pry bar, I guess, but medium screwdriver, small bit driver, and scissors. Alright, I will say both of these are great tools, made with very good quality. Yes, this one is broken in a couple places, but I mean, they just weren't being treated properly, to be honest. So there's that. I think we all can say that there's no perfect multi-tool, and it would be nice to be able to switch some of these pieces out for the other ones, like especially this right here. And I would probably get rid of this little thing. Usually I just use it for picking at stuff or getting into small holes. But yeah, one last thing, the rulers. The Wave Plus was way easier to get looking like this than the Rebar was, just because how stiff this thing is. But let's see. Yeah, so the ruler here, I guess that's about an inch right here, maybe. But I would measure from 1 to 7 on here, just for the sake of being the most accurate. So it has almost 8 inches when you have it spread out like this, and about 19 centimeters for sure, maybe 20. And the Rebar, it has the measurements on the side, which, yeah, this looks a little bit better than the Wave. And that inch does look more like an inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I guess all the way to here would be 1 inch. So it might be accurate. And it has about the same amount. Yeah, this one looks like it has 20 centimeters for sure. So this one probably has a little bit of a better ruler. If that's something that you would be using more often, that might sway your, you probably have a ruler or a tape measure on you in that case. But all right, well, just to give you my final thoughts on this, I almost hands down prefer the Wave Plus. That pocket clip is a killer for me. Just the fact that you can't have it on this one. I really find no issues with this. I want to send it into Leatherman to get it repaired or replaced. Hopefully they will help me with that. The rebar, I only got this because I would have to go without this for about a week or two, I'm assuming, while it's getting repaired or replaced. There's a chance I'll be selling this. I got it for $60, so I mean, it's not seen that much use. I'll probably be selling it for who knows what, but yeah, I'm not too thrilled with it, honestly. I would maybe try getting a Leatherman free rather than this, because I guess that ability to open it with one hand is just so important to me. I'll show you this. Like that. Yeah. It's nice. It's nice. But yeah, definitely wouldn't knock this thing. I mean, it's a great tool. It's just a little stiff, and I'm sure it would be great for a lot of people. It's one of the cheaper ones that they offer. So if you have a budget that you're trying to stay within, then I would definitely go with the rebar. No real issue with it. But yeah, I will be sticking with this Leatherman Wave Plus, and I hope Leatherman does me right on the warranty, even though maybe I wasn't the first owner of it. But yeah, there we go. Alright guys, I just wanted to say that there will be a link in the description to both of these. That is one thing about the short form videos that kind of sucks, is that you can't leave links in them. I'm hoping YouTube fixes that at some point, just for the fact of, like, if you guys do want to check this out, you're gonna have to go to my community tab most of the time, and that's a little bit inconvenient. These will be affiliate links. Whenever it's through Amazon, it'll be affiliate link. I don't work with any companies yet, but it's easy enough to get those Amazon ones, and whenever you click on them, I can see that, and whenever you buy stuff through it, I can see that as well, and it'll help me out. I'm sure I won't be getting any profit off this anytime soon, but you know, I love making these videos, and I love this kind of stuff. I love EDC gear, I love all of it, so if I can make my hobby into something that, you know, maybe pays for itself even, that would be awesome, because I do want to keep buying stuff. I have a unboxing of a mystery box that will be coming soon, so stay tuned for that, guys. I mean, I didn't spend too much on it. It was about $60, maybe $70, but yeah, so that video will be coming soon. Check the description if you're interested in either one of these tools. I appreciate you guys for watching, especially if you got through the entire thing. That is a big dub. Come back for more, guys. I'm always posting. I missed my first post yesterday, but that's not going to be common for me. I was just super busy. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with somebody who might also enjoy it. Definitely leave a like, and if you really liked it, check out some of my other content. You might want to subscribe. I'm always putting up videos like this, but this is my first long form. Usually I'm doing shorts, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good evening. Bye.